What's up, guys? Right now I'm going to show you the Escapade gears and pouches that I currently have. But before I do it, I just want to say that these are not the kind of setups that I usually use when I'm traveling, camping, hiking, or bushcrafting. I put them inside of these pouches randomly because I don't want to have them unorganized inside of my drawers. Well, that's what these pouches are for after all. These two black pouches are my traveling pouches. The green pouch is my camping, hiking, or bushcrafting pouch. And as you can see, it's bigger than the other two because when I'm camping, hiking, or bushcrafting, I usually need more gears inside of the pouch. Alright, let's check them out. Alright, now I'm going to start with this pouch, then this, then this. What I want to show you guys first is this. This is my EDC Car Keychain that I usually put inside one of the inner pockets of the pouches. On this thing, there's my car key and the remote, the Ultimate Survival Technologies key multi-tool, the Chums Task Car Keychain multi-tool, the True Utility 192 clip tool, the P51 can opener, the Ultimate Survival Technologies folding scissors, and also this awesome Nitecore tip 360 lumens keychain flashlight. This is my first Escapade pouch made by Revolt Tactical Hardgear. I bought this pouch at Ace Hardware here in Indonesia. As you guys can see, on the outer front of the pouch there's this small mesh pocket and also this velcro loops for the patch. It also has the handle loops on the outer top, and on the outer back it uses the Moji system. Alright, now let's open this thing. Now let's start from the right side first. First item is this. This is my black diamond Moji lantern. Next is this. This is my sharpener to sharpen my scissors, knives, hatchet, and parang. I also have this 511 11-in-1 multi-tool that comes with a sheath as well. In the middle, I have this 550 Type 3 military paracord. Inside of the pocket, I have this silicone glue. I don't remember the name of the brand of this thing, but the same like the pouch, I bought it at Ace Hardware. I like this silicone glue a lot because it takes only 5 to 10 minutes for this thing to dry up. It's really fast. I've tested it. That's why I like this thing a lot. It's really fast. And on the left side, I have this Swedish fire steel, a ferro rod, and a striker. Behind it is my black Blastmatch one-handed fire steel. And also this survival whistle and an extra striker. Okay. Next is this. This is my P51 can opener. Behind it is my Kershaw 3920 shield pocket knife. And I also have a ferro rod and a magnesium rod that I can be able to use to start a fire. These guys are really good and I like them a lot. Behind it is my Paracord bracelet with a small compass on it, and also the Layix tactical whistle. This thing is really cool because the front, the middle, and the back sections are openable, and if I opened the front section over here, as you can see, there's this small blade on the other side of the whistle. So if I want to use the blade, all I gotta do is just switch it like this, and I have myself a blade. And the back section has this small compass on it, and also this D-ring, so I can be able to hang it somewhere. And it's also openable. If I open it up, there's this small chamber that I can be able to use to store my petroleum jelly cotton balls. It fits 3 to 4 petroleum jelly cotton balls in it. And the middle section, if I open the middle section over here, there's this small ferro rod in it that I can be able to use to start a fire using this small blade over here. And inside of the pocket over here, I have 2 large Ziploc bags. Alright, that's it for this first Escapade pouch. This is my second Escapade pouch, made by Fox Tactical. I bought this thing in the United States a few months ago. And as you can see, it uses the MOLLE system and the Velcro system for the patch, and it also has a small pocket on the outer front. And on the outer back, it uses the MOLLE system as well. Alright, now let's take a look at the gears inside. As you can see, this pouch uses the clamshell style opening. Now let's start with the inner part of the pouch. In the bottom section over here, I have my fire starters. I have 1 zip bar, 2 S-bit solid fill cubes, and also 2 wet fire cubes. In the top section, there's my Kershaw 1730 Zinc SS pocket knife, a sharpened pencil, the P51 can opener, the True Utility Smart Knife. It has a slot screwdriver, a bottle opener, the multi-size spanner for the bolts, a small blade, a quick release clip, a ruler, and also a seatbelt cutter. Next, is this. This is my tactical whistle. As you can see, it has this lanyard so I can be able to hang it on my neck. On the front is the whistle. On the back, there's this small LED light. And on the sides, there's this small Celsius thermometer and also a small compass. This thing can actually be separated into 2 parts by twisting the middle section over here like this. Inside, there's this small magnifying glass that I can be able to use to make a fire using the sun, a small mirror for signaling, and also a small chamber that I can be able to use to put my tinder, petroleum jelly cotton balls, money, fishing line, matches, or other small stuffs. Next is this. This is my Ultimate Survival Technologies Paratinder 30 feet 550 Hank. This thing is actually a pretty good fire starter. Inside of the cord there are several strands and one red cord thread. So if I want to make a fire using this thing, all I gotta do is just open the cord, pull out the red cord thread, cut it, and ignite it using a ladder, a Zippo, or a fire steel. To me, this thing is definitely one of those survival items that are made for emergency situations. Besides to make a fire, I could also be able to use this thing to make a paracord bracelet, and I can also be able to use it as a shoelace. This thing is really useful. I like it. Next item is this. This is my stainless steel spork, a spoon on one side and a fork on the other side. Alright, now let's strip down the inner left of the pouch. Inside of the pouch, there's also this small detachable mesh pouch. I usually use this thing to put my hand sanitizer and some medical items, but right now, as you can see, there's only this hand sanitizer inside of it because I already took out the medical items. I will show you guys my medical items, but in a different video. Inside of this pouch, I have my Dettol hand sanitizer. Besides to sterilize my hands, I can also be able to use this thing as a fire starter because hand sanitizers contain a high amount of alcohol in it. On the zipper, I have my Coleman zipper pull thermometer and compass. It has the Celsius and Fahrenheit and also this small compass on it. Next, are these: a ferro rod and a magnesium rod. When you're camping, hiking, or bushcrafting, you should definitely carry a magnesium with you inside of your pouch or your backpack or inside of your pocket. Why? Because magnesium is one of the best fire starters. It burns really hot, fast, and it's also waterproof. To use this thing, all you gotta do is just scrape it on top of your tinder using your striker, or just scrape it somewhere else and put the shavings on your tinder and then ignite it using a ladder, a Zippo, or a fire steel. And trust me guys, those shavings are going to give you a nice warm fire. Even when it's wet, they will ignite. This thing rocks. Behind them, I have my Exotech waterproof ladder case. Here's the thing guys, in a situation when you have to make a fire at your campsite, when you're camping, hiking, or bushcrafting, you're going to need the best fire source that is simple and quick. And the answer to that is this bad boy over here. Hands down till today, ladder and the Zippo are still the best fire sources. Don't get it twisted here guys. other gears and methods are good, but they're only for emergency situations. Now, since this guy is so important, it needs to have a good protection. Before I found the Exotech waterproof ladder case, water was a huge burden for my ladder. But now, not anymore. Thanks to this guy over here. It keeps the water away from my ladder. If I open the cap of this thing, as you can see, there's this lever holder. It's there so that I don't have to keep on holding the lever when I'm burning something using the ladder inside of it. And also sometimes I just need to keep my thumb away from the ladder flame. Good thought, guys. I like this product. Exotech waterproof ladder case. Awesome. Next to it is this. This is my Gerber Bear Grylls Fire Steel. It has a striker, a ferro rod, a short lanyard, a small survival whistle. This thing is actually pretty loud. I've tested it. And the top section over here is openable. If I open it up, as you can see, there's this small chamber that I can be able to use to put my petroleum jelly cotton balls. What's interesting about this product is that as you guys can be able to see, on the outer wall there are a bunch of signaling instructions. There's this Alpine rescue signal, the SOS signal, the don't need help signal, and also the need help signal. The Alpine rescue signal and the SOS signal can be done using a cell phone, a flashlight or a headlamp, and also a whistle. The don't need help signal and the need help signal can be done using your body. Next, is this. This is my UCO match case. Inside of this thing, as you guys can be able to see, there are a bunch of windproof and waterproof matches, and there are also these cotton balls. I also love this product because if I already used all the matches inside, I can still be able to use the case to carry something else, such as my petroleum jelly cotton balls, money, fishing line, or the small stuffs. I also love this product. It's really good. Inside of the inner pocket, I have my Ultimate Survival Technologies waterproof notebook. A bunch of cable ties, two large double lock Ziploc bags, and also the SOL emergency blanket. Now, this thing is one of the essentials that you need to carry inside of your pouch or your backpack or inside of your pocket when you're camping, hiking, or bushcrafting, because this thing has a wide variety of uses. You can be able to use it as a shelter, as a ground tarp, as a gear cover, for signaling, as a mattress, and the list goes on. The SOL emergency blanket. This thing is really good. Alright guys, that's it. Now let's check out my third Escapade pouch. Stick around. This is my third Escapade pouch, which I also bought in the United States a few months ago at the same place where I bought my second Escapade pouch. As you guys can be able to see, this pouch is also made by Fox Tactical. On the outer front of the pouch, it uses the Moji system and the Velcro system for the patch. 2 D-rings on the outer top, this one and this one. 2 Velcro compression straps on the outer sides, this and this. And on the outer back, it uses the Moji system. Alright, now let's check out what's inside of this thing. As you can see, this pouch also uses the clamshell style opening, and it also has a detachable mesh pouch inside of it. Now let's start with the inner right of the pouch. First item is this. This is my 22-in-1 Swisstech Micro Max Extreme Multi-Tool. It has 2 wrenches, 3 Allen drivers, 3 flathead drivers, 3 Phillips drivers, pliers, a wire cutter, a wire stripper, a wire crimper, a hand drill, a bottle opener, a file, 2 rulers, and 2 ruler extensions. Behind it, I've got my Gerber Bear Grylls tinder box. It has the grater for making the tinder, and it also comes with this tinder box cover to protect the tinder inside of the box from the water. To use this thing, all I gotta do is just stick the grater side on the surface of a tree or a wood, and after that I can do my scraping by moving this thing up and down or back and forth. The tinder slash the shavings will go inside of the box over here. To open the box, all I gotta do is just push the button over here on the bottom and just slide the grater like so. This thing also has a magnifying glass over here that I can be able to use to burn my tinder inside of the box using the sun in case I forgot to bring a ladder or a fire steel. On the back, it also has a mirror for signaling. Next is this. This is my second Exotech waterproof ladder case. Next, I've got the Sawyer Mini water filtration system that comes with a mini water filter, a straw, a cleaning plunger, and also a squeeze pouch. Next, again, I've got a ferro rod and a magnesium rod. Behind them is my cold steel pocket Bushman pocket knife. And inside of the pocket over here, I've got my SOL Sport Utility Blanket. The similarities between the Sport Utility Blanket and the Emergency Blanket: first, both of them have the same purpose, which is to prevent people from the hypothermia. Second, the material that both of them are using makes them resistant to punctures and tears, and it also makes them windproof, waterproof, and snowproof. The differences between both of them: first, the Sport Utility Blanket has 6 grommets on it. The Emergency Blanket doesn't have any grommet on it. Second, the Sport Utility Blanket reflects 95% of the body heat, and the Emergency Blanket reflects 90% of the body heat. And third, the functionality. Since the Sport Utility Blanket is bigger and thicker than the Emergency Blanket, it has the ability to execute some heavier duties that cannot be done with the Emergency Blanket. On the back, as you can see, besides as a shelter, as an emergency blanket, as a ground tarp, as a gear cover, and for signaling, I could also be able to use this thing as a load hauler, as a picnic blanket, and also as a rescue litter. This thing is one of the most important items that I always carry with me inside of my pouch or rucksack when I'm camping, hiking, or bushcrafting. In the middle over here, I've got my Ultimate Survival Technologies Black 550 Type 3 Paracord. The same like the emergency blankets, this thing also has a wide variety of uses, and it can even save your life in some emergency situations. I don't know what's the length of this thing, but as you can see, it's pretty long. This thing is one of the most important items that I usually carry with me as well inside of my pouch or rucksack when I'm doing my Escapade activities, and I recommend you guys to do the same. Alright, now let's strip down the inner left of the pouch. First, is this. This is my custom stainless steel pocket knife made by Tac Force. This thing is quite special to me because, as you can see, it has my name engraved on the handle. Next, is this. This is the Ultimate Survival Technologies Strike Force Fire Steel. Inside, it has a flint rod and a striker, and this end over here is openable. If I open it up, as you can see, it has this small broom that I can be able to use to put my tinder, petroleum jelly cotton balls, or a wet fire. Next is this. This is my Mitsuyama zoomable flashlight. It also has a bunch of modes on it. Next is this. This is the P51 can opener. Behind it I've got my Hawk multi-tool. It has a hammer, an axe, the flat tongs, pliers, a tangent line. If I want to use the flat tongs or the pliers or the tangent line, all I gotta do is just unlock the clamp handle lock over here like this. Inside of the handle, as you can see, there are a bunch of tools as well. Let me just take them out real quick. As you can see, it has this small blade, a fork hook, a hacksaw, the Phillips driver, a box opener, wrenches, a bottle opener, a flathead driver, and also the flaps. Next is this. This is my second UCO match case. It also comes with a bunch of windproof and waterproof matches inside, and also some cotton balls. Next to it I've got my second pocket knife. This is the Kershaw 3655 volt SS. Next is this. This is my large red lightning strike fire starter. It has a striker that can be plugged or unplugged on this end. On this end there's this tinder cap. If I open it up, as you can see, there are a bunch of tinders inside. I don't know how many of them, but I think there are 15 or 20 tinders inside. And it also has this flint rod that's being planted inside of this thing, and also this striker slot over here. So if I want to make a fire using this thing, all I gotta do is just put the striker inside of the slot over here like this, and after that I can start shooting my tinder by pushing down the striker or pushing forward like so. I really love this system because it really focuses on the target, which is the tinder, and it also maximizes the amount of spark produced by the friction. Inside of the pocket over here, I've got a bunch of cable ties. Two large double lock Ziploc bags. And also the SOL emergency blanket. Now let's check out this pouch over here. I usually use this thing to store some of my medical items and also some of my tinders, but I also already took out the medical items inside of it. And on the zipper I've got a small compass and also my Smith's sharpener. It has the carbide, ceramic, and also the diamond sharpeners. It also has a small ferro rod, a small LED light, and also a whistle. Now let's check out what's inside. Inside of this thing I've got one Extreme Start fire starter, three S-bit solid fill cubes, one zip bar, two wet fire cubes, and also this Bear Grylls Priorities of Survival pocket guide. Alright, that's it. There you have it, guys. My Escapade pouches and gears. Thank you so much for watching. Much respect to you all. Take care, and I'll see you all out there.